what are your thoughts about fluoride, like in toothpaste, dental products?
Not a good idea. Baking soda, fluoride is basically a residual chemical from metal processing or something.
Fears about fluoride started in the 1950s when local governments started adding it to public drinking water in the name of dental health. And those fears still exist in our community today. Most typical toothpaste contains some amount of fluoride. Are you fine with that? Do you have any thoughts about it?
I think it's a crime, but it's hard to find anything to brush your teeth with that doesn't have that in it other than baking soda. It's kind of poison. And there's probably very real long-term damage being done, but we're not going to talk about it because it would upset the apple cart, I guess would be the best way to describe it.
While Chico and all of Shasta County do not add fluoride to the water, for years Oroville has done so, just like about 3/4 of the public drinking water in the U.S.
I think it was a bad decision, and I think it was, my personal opinion is it was primarily based on whether or not they would have to clean up the water or put something into it to make it less poison.
We're supposed to be we the people. We shouldn't be able to influence things like this. So instead of having to avoid drinking public, if Chico doesn't have fluoride in the water, great.
Theories about fluoride include everything from acne to anemia to Alzheimer's or even lowering IQ. In the 50s, some even claimed it was a communist plot to undermine American public health. I asked Chico dentist Dr. Kevin Kramer what the medical field has to say about all this. Since you began in this field and now, has the general consensus on fluoride use changed at all or developed?
It waxes and wanes and different research comes out. The biggest question with fluoride that's coming out recently is, does it affect your brain, your IQ, your intelligence? And when the research comes out, we're talking about 1 to 2 points, and it's very controversial to the point where we're not seeing anything that would support that.
So, should we use fluoride, and how much?
There have been different research articles coming out over the years, some as recent as the last few years on, fluoride is still beneficial, others saying that, why put it in water supply? What we do know is that topically placing it on your teeth and keeping it locally there at the time of a cleaning is really good to reduce tooth decay.
Dentists say it can prevent cavities, strengthen tooth enamel, reverse early tooth decay, limit the growth of oral bacteria, and slow mineral loss. The National Institute of Health says grown men can have up to 4 milligrams of fluoride a day, 3 milligrams for teens and women. But the EPA says excessive consumption of fluoride over a lifetime may increase the risk of bone fractures, pain, and tenderness. And that kids 8 years and younger exposed to too much fluoride could develop pits in their tooth enamel.
What we know is we've seen issues of fluorosis where the teeth can get these spots and wrong coloring from too much fluoride.
Okay.
Where we'll see that occur is in children if they're ingesting fluoride too much unnaturally, like if they're swallowing toothpaste, if they're drinking mouthwash or something of that.
There are also theories about cancer risk. A 1991 U.S. Public Health Service report on the benefits and risks of fluoride concluded optimal fluoridation of drinking water does not pose a detectable cancer risk to humans. But a Harvard School of Public Health study published in 2006 found that exposure to higher levels of fluoride in water could lead to osteosarcoma in boys. Bottom line, it's all about the dosage, and it's really your choice.
If they have concerns, then choose a water source that doesn't have the fluoride, but putting it on your teeth, we do know that helps. And if you look at the cost of treatment or the cost of tooth decay, I think it's more beneficial to go ahead and put topical fluoride on your teeth when you get your teeth cleaned a couple times a year, because it's going to save and you're going to have your teeth much longer, have them through your life, and a much higher quality of life.
Interesting. So this is one of those topics, Hayley. So 3 to 4 milligrams a day is safe. But what about children?
Yeah, so the NIH recommends that no more than about a half a milligram for babies, so 12 and younger. And then, kids from 1 to 8, about a milligram or so a day would be okay. And keep in mind, most toothpaste, the amount that you're putting on your toothbrush is about 1.3 milligrams. That's about a quarter teaspoon's worth.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're well under if you brush your teeth like 3 times a day
Yeah.
and you're a man, you're good to go.
Good to know.